amount to 40 million deaths globally, which means that 70% of deaths happening every year contribute to non-communicable diseases. So these non-communicable diseases, they are chronic in nature and it's not something which are communicated from one person to another. In the sense, it's not an infectious disease. And there are certain types of, or the most common type of non-communicable diseases. They are diabetes, cancer, hypertension, heart disease, stroke, like Alzheimer's. Everything comes under this non-communicable lifestyle disorders. Let's get into the details of these non-communicable diseases, because these are mostly lifestyle disorders. In today's world, when our God's own country is becoming the capital of diabetes, capital of hypertension, capital of stroke, you name it, we are literate, but we are heading in every diseases too. This is a very dangerous scenario. Let's consider the menarche period, the first time menses period of girls. We blame that in Western countries they are eating bread and burger, pizza, and we are also adopting the same. But in reality, they are coming back to normal vegetarian food, and there the menarche, the first time periods is still 12.8, 12.5, 13.1. But when it comes to Kerala, it has become 8. So in 8 years, our girls are getting premature menarche, which is very dangerous, because throughout their life they will have difficulties in menstruation, they will be having different hormonal irregularities or issues like PCOS, polycystic ovarian disease, then they may have endometriosis, so many issues they may have to deal in future. Non-communicable diseases are caused to a massive extent due to 4 factors. One is the use of tobacco, another one is the overuse of alcohol, and the third one is sedentary lifestyle. Fourth one is improper diet. Why I said overuse of alcohol? I'll be soon making a vlog which explains the healthy levels of alcohol. And if it's within limited quantity, then research has shown that the contents of alcohol is capable of reducing heart disease by 32%, stroke by 28%, dementia by 70%, the risk of Alzheimer's by 30%. So these are the health benefits of having limited quantity of alcohol. See, once the same alcohol which is capable of preventing Alzheimer's, but when an Alzheimer's patient is drinking it, even a minute quantity of alcohol, that will definitely cause loss of brain cells. So we definitely need to know the healthier dose of alcohol, which I'll be dealing in detail, how it gets its benefit, how alcohol can prevent making of clothes, or how can it make the blood thinner, and how does it prevent oxidation of LDL, and how does it has all these beneficial effects, what is the key ingredient in a red wine. About these topics we will be discussing in another vlog. Now let's see the characteristics of non-communicable diseases, NCDs. They are complex etiology. Etiology is causes. Non-communicable diseases are often driven by unrelated causes such as rapid unplanned urbanization, then globalization of unhealthy lifestyles, and population aging. There can also be high amounts of lipids in your blood, obesity, hypertension. These all contribute to non-communicable diseases. The second character of non-communicable disease is the 3 varieties of risk factors it has. What are the 3 varieties of risk factors? The first one is modifiable behavioral risk factor. The second one is non-modifiable risk factor. And the third variety is metabolic risk factor. And we know that in many of the lifestyle diseases and in many of the non-communicable diseases, these three risk factors, the three varieties of risk factors can be seen repeating. The third characteristic is long latency period. The risk factors or the non-communicable disease, it takes a long time to develop, from months to several years. The fourth character is its non-communicable nature, which means that most of the non-communicable diseases, all of it, are not communicable from one person to another. Another characteristic of a non-communicable disease is its prolonged course of illness. Sometimes the NCDs, it takes long time to evolve, or it takes long time to appear. NCDs can cause functional impairment or physical disability. A person who is suffering from non-communicable disease, that we know that it's a chronic disease and it takes a long duration to develop. So these NCDs, once it is totally manifested in a person, then the person will definitely find it difficult to take part in the normal physical activity routines. Ways to prevent non-communicable disease. We should eat healthy food, nutritious food, balanced food. We should hydrate ourselves. We should take proper rest and relaxation. We should manage the circadian rhythm, that means at night. We should make enough time for us to sleep. Then we should also reduce the usage of any kind of beverages, and alcohol abuse should not be there. Overuse of anything from oils, fats, sugars should all be reduced. Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals should be taken in ideal quantities. And it also requires us to stop smoking, because smoking comes with secondary smoking too. People near you could also be affected. So I suggest you to eat healthy, nutritious, fiber-rich food. We know that in prostate cancer, many times the researchers have found that it's the absence of fibers in your diet that can lead to prostate cancer. Of course, the ethnicity factor as well as the age factor, which are non-modifiable risk factors, are there. But coming to modifiable risk factor, in prostate cancer, it's usually seen that the presence of non-fiber rich food is the main cause.